is going on, everybody? So, welcome to another WNBA live play-by-play. This time is going to be a rematch between the Atlanta Dream, who are coming into Las Vegas at 14-19, taking on the 23-10 Las Vegas Aces. So, obviously, the previous two matches. So, obviously, the season series has been split between these two teams. Obviously, Aces won Game 1 by a very close margin. I mean, Game 2 of the season series. Overall, just was an embarrassing loss for the Aces, especially on their home floor. Another back in Las Vegas to try to take two to wrap up the season series against the Dream. So as it stands, so the Sky has a record of 25-9. They're going to be the number 1 seed, and you have the Aces at number 2, the Connecticut Sun at 3, Seattle Storm at 4, the Misses at 5, and the Wings at the with the as right now. Right now, so far, those are the 6 teams right now clinching playoff spot. But what's good, Liam? What is good? Shout out to the 3 that's coming in, though. We are getting ready for tip-off just for a second, or I'm just saying not tip-off, but like also tip-off as well. And also the start lineups between the Aces and the Atlanta Dream. Okay, so Tiffany Hayes is going to be unavailable. Okay. I did when I did watch when I was watching the Phillies game a little bit earlier. So for the start lineup for the Dream, we got Ryan Howard, Erica Wheeler, Maya Caldwell, Cheyenne Parker, and Naz Hillman at the 5, and then you got Jackie Young, Kelsey Plum, Chelsea Gray, Asia Wilson, and Kia Stokes making a start at the number 5 spot in the starting 5 for the Las Vegas Aces. So I'm guessing De'Arica Hamby might not be available tonight. That's crazy. 12 nothing after 3. Shout out to the 4, though. I greatly appreciate for those who are just coming in. So 23-10 in Becky Hammond's first year as the head coach of the Aces. Not a bad start, though. I mean, for the first 33 games, we got 3 games left. All right. Shout out to the 5, though. What is good? Shout out to everybody. And Tanisha Wright in her first year as the Dream's head coach with a record of 14-19. All right, looks like we're getting ready to get tip off here. So we got the Aces in the black and gold uniforms, and obviously got the Atlanta Dream the red away jerseys. And tip off is won by the Aces, and we got Chelsea Gray now taking it up here. Oh, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? My apologies on that. I don't know why my fucking god. And we got Wilson for 3. Down it goes for Asia Wilson. So now we got, looks like Wheeler. Wheeler. Kicks up to Naz Hillman. I'm sorry, that's Parker. Gives it to Howard for 2. Down it goes for Ryan Howard. Now Gray now taking it up for the Aces here. Now looks like locked on by Maya Caldwell. You got Gray trying to find an outside help. Bounce passes to Jackie Young. Gets the screen, tries to get it around screen, set by Kia Stokes. And tough to give it to Stokes in the paint. Drives, and that's blocked, and that's to be chased down by Howard. Looks like that's Wheeler now hands up to Howard. Puts the brakes on, gets it back to Wheeler. Now kicks it up to Caldwell. Now hands it up to Hillman. Now hands it back to Wheeler. Wheeler drives to the bucket. Down it goes for Erica Wheeler. Now it's a 4-3 lead for the Dream here. So now got Chelsea Gray. Hands up the Plum. She thought about it. Takes it out to Stokes. To Wilson for 3. Down it goes. Asia Wilson. So it's a 2-point lead for the Aces now. And it looks like Wheeler drives and will draw the contact going up to the basket. All right, now I got to fix the damn game clock. So. Let me see if I can actually fix this. Shout out to the four, though, that's coming in. The first free throw is no good by Erica Wheeler. Shout out to 7, though. Really appreciate that. And we got free throw number 2 now coming up for Wheeler and the Atlanta Dream. And the second free throw is good. So 1 of 2 goes Erica Wheeler. So now we got Gray now taking it up, crossing the half court here. We'll play Mile Caldwell on top of her. Now gets to Kelsey Plum. Plum trying to find some outside help. Kicks to Wilson. Yo, what's good, Adrian? And Wilson drives, spin, shoots. That's in. Yes, sir. Okay, so apparently we got a shooting foul. So apparently you got to blow the whistle loud enough. So we got 2 free throws coming.
There's a reason you want to host. You want to be on your home floor, but you got to be playing good. You want to play great in front of your fans.
And the first free throw is good. It's a 92-point lead for the Aces. Shout out to the 7 that is coming into the stream, though. I greatly appreciate that. Now let me check my audio settings. That's your microphone. There we go. So both are good, and here we go. So Howard kicks out to Caldwell, to Parker. Cheyenne Parker to the basket. Good for 2. That is good from Cheyenne Parker. Now Gray now taking up here. Now hands to the Wilson. Now hands up to Jackie Young. Young kicks the Plum. Plum gets the screen set. What's that? 3. That's too strong. But rebound goes to Ryan Howard. Now she's taking the charge here for the Dream. Howard drives. Kicks it out to Hillman for 2. Down it goes for Nas Hillman. Shout out to the 6, though. So now we got Wilson. Now gets it back to Gray. Gray for 2. Down it goes. Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray, good for 2. Here's just barely over 7 in the first. To Hillman, to Caldwell for 3. Down it goes. Maya Caldwell. It's all right, we got Gray. That kicks the Plum to Wilson. Wilson gets taken away from her. And it'll be wide open leg, good for 2. And we get a timeout on the floor. So Atlanta Dream now with a 4-0 lead over the Dream. The Aces are 23-10, so pretty much right now they're going to be the number as it stands to the playoffs, because usually I think the top 8 would make the postseason for the WNBA. So right now the Aces would sit at a 2 seed, in terms of the record, because they have the second best record in the WNBA, just sitting behind the Sky, who are 25-9 so far in the first 33 games of the year. But yeah. All right. Shout out to the 12, though. I greatly appreciate shout out to the 10 and the one heart reaction on Facebook. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, for those who do sometimes follow my Aces live play-by-plays, I do sometimes kind of nitpick with the Aces. Obviously, one of them is taking care of the basketball, even though they are down 4 with 6:35 to go here in the first. Still, I think when I did the Dream game too, I think the Dreams is another team you don't really want to take lightly, despite the fact that yes, their record is 5 games below 500. Okay, so we got somebody. What's good, Sound Trip Planet? Appreciate you tuning in. And definitely for sure. I mean, the dream, right? I mean, we got somebody betting 10 over 10.5 for the dream. Okay. So right now we're still in the timeout break here with a 4-point lead. Absolutely, Alexander. Absolutely. Shout out to the 15. All right. So it looks like we're back from commercial break. Now I gotta take this off. So Minnesota Phoenix played tomorrow at 7 Eastern time. And then obviously Thursday I will be live again for the Aces and the Chicago Sky. That's going to be live on 7 o'clock. Or technically 10 o'clock if you're on the East Coast. Live on NBA TV. So that's where you're going to find that. Yeah, so the Padres on a 5-game winning streak, on the losing streak. So Gray to Young. Gray kind of picks up the loose ball. Young drives. Rolls a double team. Now kicks out to Plum. Plum drives to the basket. Easy one-handed layup. Good for 2. Now it's down to a 2-point deficit for the Aces. And now we got Howard now kind of putting the brakes on. And we got Wheeler. Locked on by Plum. Kicks out to Howard. Howard drives to Caldwell. She thought about a 3. And looks like Caldwell stepped out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover by the Atlanta Dream. All right, so now we got Gray. Now, so one turnover apiece between these two teams. So now we got Jackie Young on the outside. Now here comes Kia Stokes trying to get some help. Now kicks it back to Chelsea Gray. Wilson kicks out to Young for 3. Down it goes, Jackie Young. Yeah, hey, at least the Phillies are red hot. And Hillman kind of puts the brakes on. Now hands off to Caldwell. Caldwell drives with Plum on her. Now kicks out to Wheeler. Now we got to try to reset the offense here. Wheeler drives. Now gets switched on to Kia Stokes. And Kia Stokes blocks her from behind. And that's going to be out. So off the hand of Stokes, but that's so good. Yeah, blocked nonetheless by Kia Stokes. Shout out to 10, though. All right, so we now we got Wilson in the paint, guarded by Cheyenne Parker. Now kicks out to Jackie Young. Young kicks to the Wilson for 2, in and out. Rebound goes to Hillman. Now here comes the Dream. Now Howard. Oh, nice. That's a nice takeaway by Wilson. Now she's starting her 1-on-1 fast break. Drives to the basket. That's no good. The rebound goes to Erica Wheeler. And here comes Howard. I'm sorry, that's Caldwell. And that layup is no good. And here we go. So, yeah. And Plum for 3. That's in and out. But Hillman comes up with the offensive rebound. Now we got Wheeler now slowly taking it up here. We're kind of leading the offense here. Shout out to 19. Wheeler now backing down Plum. And gets the screen set by Parker. And it looks like Stokes got a piece of it. So now we got Plum now leading the offense here, taking the charge. Drive to the basket. And cannot get that to fall. And kind of annoyed that there was no call. Howard for 3. That's in and out. And Parker kicks up to Wheeler. Wide open 3. Down it goes. Now it's back to a 2-point lead for the Atlanta Dream. So now we got Gray now taking it up here for the Aces here. And Wilson sets the screen. Step back 2. Down it goes. Chelsea Gray ties it. That's 17 apiece. And now we got Howard. I'm sorry, that's Caldwell. Now hands up to Wheeler. Wheeler drives. Now kicks it back to Caldwell. She opens up a 3. Down it goes. So now we got Gray trying to direct traffic here on the offensive side. Oh, nice save by Stokes to Plum for three. Cannot fall. Howard for three. That is too strong. A rebound goes to Kia Stokes, so it kind of outmuscled Howard, or it's like Caldwell on the boards. To Jackie Young in the corner. Down it goes for three. So Jackie Young ties it at 20 with that three-point shot. So now we got Howard to Parker. Parker draws a double team. Out to Wheeler. She pump fakes, drives, hands off to Parker. And Parker cannot get that to fall. And that's going to be an offensive rebound. Nice rebound by Wilson. And here we go. And nice, good layup for two by Jackie Young. And a good assist by Chelsea Gray to put the Aces up two here with under 2 minutes to go here in the first. So now we got Howard kind of directing traffic here. Now gets some help by Parker trying to set the screen. Now gets it to Wheeler. Wheeler's got 6 seconds on the shot clock. She's Wheeler for two. That is too strong. But rebound goes to Kia Stokes. And here comes Kelsey Plum with the Aces. Plum drives to the basket. Hands it up to Young for three. Down it goes. Jackie Young for three. Nice look by Kelsey Plum to a wide open Jackie Young for three. So now it's back to a 5-point lead for the Aces. With just about. All right, let me sync up the game clock. And there we go. About a minute and 10. So it looks like we got a timeout on the floor. Shout out to the 8, though. That's coming in, though. That was a nice wide open three. All right, so that quick timeout break is over. Shout out to the 12 people coming in. Greatly appreciate for those who are just coming in. And right now we're seeing De'Erica Hamby now come onto the floor, although with Raquana Williams now coming on. Kind of take it looks like kind of give either Chelsea Gray or Kelsey Plum a break. Might be Chelsea Gray, might be getting a break on the bench for being the replacement for Raquana Williams. All right. So it looks like Howard's going to inbound it for the Dream with about a minute and 10 to go here in the first quarter. With Aces up 5, and here we go. And let's see, what do we got? Yeah, it was that number 2. So that's McDonald. Oh, Parker, good for 2. So now we got Plum to Young. Gets it back to Plum to Wilson in the corner. Down it goes for 3. Now, so he's still back to a 6-point lead for the Aces. With under 50 seconds to go. Looks like Hillman cannot get the shot off. And Hamby, and that's going to be another turnover off the foot. Looks like off of Wheeler or McDonald, one of the two. So now we got inbound to Kelsey Plum. 38 seconds to go here in the first, with the Aces now up 6. So now we got Young. And we got an offensive foul, and that's going to might go against Kelsey Plum. Shout out to the 14, though. Greatly appreciate for those who are just coming in. So we're about 31. So to Wheeler. Looks like to what's that? Howard in the corner for three. That is too strong. But rebound goes to Hamby. Now here comes Raquan Williams. Now hands it off to Kelsey Plum. About 15 seconds to go here in the first. And Plum to Wilson to Young. Young with and Jackie Young cannot get the beat the buzzer. And however, the Aces take the first quarter with a 6-point lead over the Atlanta Dream. After the Dream really put some stuff together, but just the Aces are kind of putting a run on their own, as as the score says. Yes, and like I said, and this is where I said about the Dream too. Like, I don't want to take the Dream lightly. Yes, I know they're a team that's below 500, but they can play. They can hang with the best of the best. Like when I did the. Hey, what's good, Keith? Shit. What's good? What is good, Keith? Appreciate you tuning in, man. To Jesus Christ, how many WNBA games I've done? I know a good chunk of them are Aces games. I know I've done 2 Mercury games. I've done a couple Dream games. Technically I think 3. I did the Seattle Storm. That was against the Seattle Storm. That was pretty fun. And I got a couple more coming up as well. Jeez, I did a good chunk of the WNBA this year, which is pretty fun to do. But also, while we have it, kind of have a little bit of a commercial break. Yeah, I mean, so far, like I said, the Aces up 6, and obviously, with football, the NBA coming back up, that's going to be fun for those who are like Sixers fans, like myself. And stuff like that, and even like football and stuff like that. I got you guys covered, and we'll see let's see how everything goes from there. Yeah. All right. My next baseball game. Let me take a look. Actually, since I have my let's open up a new tab here on my computer. So, Key, to answer your question, I do have the Phillies game at 105 against the Marlins. So that's going to be that. And also, that's on Thursday. But tomorrow, I have 2 games for the Marlins here since, I had this scheduled. And so I'll do games 2 and 3 between the Phillies and the Marlins. And, yeah. So I got a couple more Phillies games coming. If I could get home in time for my new job orientation, I could try to do the Cubs at the Nats game. If not, then we'll see what happens. I'll probably add a couple shows to fill in as well. Well, yeah, so I got a lot of stuff planned. Also too, thank God for Apple TV Plus, because I have a couple. I got the Yankees and the Blue Jays. God, what is that? Oh, that's on the coming up on the 19th. So for those who are, huge Yankees fans, I got you guys covered once again for more Yankees play-by-play as well. So and for those who want to get some score updates and baseball, if you're a Rockies fan, man, you must be having a really good day, because you're up. Man, the Cardinals are getting their ass whooped, 12-2 in the top of the 5th. Padres, I'm not entirely too sure when it comes to the Padres. Yeah, because being a person out of market really kind of hurts a little bit. So then we got Caldwell. Now hands up to Wheeler for 3. Or sorry, that's McDonald. And it looks like Kirsten Bell could not corral the rebound. That's a Caldwell for 3, but that cannot go. But Raquan Williams pulls out the rebound. Honestly, I'm not surprised, because we're finally know how to beat the Marlins. Hamby to the paint and scoop and score. Cannot go. Just cannot get that damn finger roll to go down. And we got Howard. Should walked on by Raquan Williams. So it looks like it's like McDonald drives. Kicks out to Howard for 3. That is too strong. The rebound gets to McDonald. Yeah. And that is good. Yeah, Keith. I mean, we hold the sole possession of the second wild card spot over the Padres. And Wilson to Hamby. She pulls up for 3. That is too strong. And Atlanta. Oh, I'm surprised that Atlanta just decided not to let it take the out of bound bounce. So McDonald drives. Kicks out to Caldwell. Now hands it back to McDonald. McDonald drives. And going to the line to complete the 3-point play. God damn. Shout out to the 13, though. Then again, I think about this too, Keith. Then again, it cannot be a good feeling to be a Cardinals fan tonight, because last time I checked, I mean, thank you for it's a 12-2 lead. Right now, right now it's still in the delays. The first game is in the rain delay. And she makes the completes the 3-point play, and it's a tied ball game at 28. Now Gray taking it off. Gray. That looks like gets some help by Stokes. Gray steps inside. Now kicks it to Wilson. I'm sorry, that's Hamby. Hamby and will walk. She travels with the basketball. Yeah, that is true. And it looks like Hamby might have taken a shot to the face. And this is the weird thing about the Rockies, too. Yes, I don't think they have where their direction has been askew. But the fact of the matter is, they're not terrible. They're not super bad, like the Pirates and stuff like that. But the fact that they can still hang with some of these other teams that are above average to at least some good teams, I'll give them the props, though. I mean, the fact that they had some guys that are no longer. I mean, since shipping off, Arenado, Trevor Story. And let's be real, I think Trevor Story kind of made the wrong. I feel like really made the wrong decision to join the Red Sox, because let's be real, the Red Sox are an absolute dumpster fire. So it looks like we have an injury timeout here. So let me get the banner up. There we go. So now we get the tie game as in the second quarter with 8:11 to go here in the ball game. But shout out to everybody that's been tuning in as well. Shout out to the 11, though. I greatly appreciate for those who are just coming in. But yeah, if you guys need to definitely smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button, guys are new. Make sure you have that notification bell turned on, so you guys will be instantly notified whenever I go live, drop new videos, or go live for our get an occasional gaming stream for here or two, all that good stuff. But yeah. And a little bit too, I might put this on my community tab, since I'm going to have a full-time job. So content's going to be a little bit sporadically. So I'll try to do what I can to give you guys content and all that stuff. But yeah, we're still on the road to 1K though. Absolutely. The grind. That's the next. Well, technically, that's the next huge milestone for the channel in and itself. So. But yeah, so let's see. What other score updates do we have? Man, so probably Texas. So Texas is hanging in there against the Astros to a 7-5. So bottom 7, we've got 1 out for the Phils, and the Blue Jays are up 2 over the Orioles. Mets. How good they are. They're up 4 over the Reds, which I'm not surprised, because the Reds are absolutely surprisingly not being a dumpster fire than what these started out with, in terms of how you would going about starting the 2022 season. So, yes, I mean. And of course, Oh, so the Cubs take the lead. Oh. Yeah, I saw that Carpenter to a damn foot injury, which is very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate for Carpenter to go down. So we got Hillman now, hands up to Howard or to Caldwell. Caldwell locked on by Bell. Now kicks it to Howard. And we got a foul against Las Vegas here. And that's going to be on Raquana Williams. That's going to be her first personal. There we go. With under 8 minutes to go here in the second. Game tied at 28. So McDonald's going to inbound her for their Dream. And we get number 7 hands up to Caldwell. Caldwell now kicks out to what's that? That is good for 2. Now it's back to a 2-point lead for the Atlanta Dream. So now I got Gray now leading the offense here for the Aces with about 7:37 to go here in the second. Now hands up to Wilson. Now gives it back to Gray with Howard on top of her. And it looks like Gray, a 3 of her own. Down it goes. Chelsea Gray helps the Aces retake the lead. Ooh, McDonald, and gets blocked on the way up, and we get a traveling violation on the Atlanta Dream. And looks like we're getting some substitutions now coming in. So Kelsey Plum not coming back onto the floor for the Aces. With a nice pick and pop screen by Wilson to give Chelsea Gray the space that she needed. Wilson for 2. That is too strong. Nice set. Oh, nice save by Kirsten Bell. 2. And Wilson going to the line to complete the 3-point play. Hey, South Carolina girls are tough, boy. So we got under 7 minutes to go here. All right. Nice effort. And that is a 3-point play has been completed. Now it's back to a 4-point lead for the Aces. So now we got Howard now drawing the attention by Kia Stokes on the outside. Howard drives, spins, shoots, and in and out. But she gets the friendly roll for 2. Shout out to everybody that's been coming in, though. Shout out to the 16 watching the stream right now. Gray, pull up 3. That's too strong. But rebound goes to Atlanta. Now here comes Aaron McDonald. Now tries to find an open spot. Cannot find an open lane. Now kicks out to Howard. Gets him back to McDonald. Looks like what's that numbers? And Howard will draw the foul, and that's going to be on 8 on Key. Might either be on. That's going to be on Kia Stokes. Shout out to the 15 though. And the first free throw is good by Howard. And 1 and 2 for Ryan Howard from the free throw line. So now we've got Gray. Looks like draw the attention by McDonald. Oh, nice behind the back pass. Good for 2 to Kelsey Plum. Woo. What a pass. Now we got McDonald with under 6 minutes to go here. Oh, sorry, that's Wheeler. And we get another traffic violation on Atlanta. So another turnover by Atlanta. And you love to see it. Now we got Gray now taking the charge on the offensive end. Now hands off to Wilson. Now hands off to Young. 3 of her own. That's too strong. But McDonald comes down with the rebound, now leading the fast break for the Dream. She pulls up for 2 from the free throw line. Cannot get that to fall. But rebound goes to Vegas. And Gray to Wilson. Wilson, step back 2. Cannot get the friendly bounce. Oh, that looks like Howard now leading the charge. Drives to the basket. Stops. Hands it to number 7 for 2. That's no good, but rebound goes to Stokes. And Gray, here she comes. Kicks out to Young for 3. Down it goes, Jackie Young. Hey, the court vision from Chelsea Gray is unbelievable. We got 4:39 to go here in the second. And that shot, that's a tough shot. Good for 2. Now still back to a 4-point lead for the Aces. About under 4.5 to go here in the second. So now we got Gray. Now hands up to Young. Now gets it back to Gray. Gets a screen set by Stokes. Gray drives to the basket, and she's going to draw the contact against Atlanta. And we get a. Oh, Wheeler's holding her knee. That's not look like a good sign. Oh boy, that's not good. Oh yeah, hitting knees. That's not the most comfortable feeling in the world. That's oof. Shout out to the 17 though that's coming in though. I greatly appreciate for those who are just coming in. So right now we got a little bit of an injury timeout to Erica Wheeler, which looked like she might have collided knees with Kia Stokes out on the perimeter. Yeah. So right now, it looks like there's before we went to commercial break, they were kind of look like they were trying to walk her off the floor. But yeah, so that's where we're at for those who are just coming in. Ah, boy. Yeah, right. Shout out to 17 though. Yeah, trust me. When you collide knees, that shit fucking hurts. I will say from a guy who has collided knees. Well, not in sports, but just when you bang knees, that shit's not fun. I had done that once in a pickup basketball game. Yeah, that shit fucking hurts like a bitch. When you hit on the wrong side of your knee. Well, yeah, it hurts. That's gonna hurt. It's gonna sting. So that's I will say much. But shout out to the 19 people that is here in the stream right now. I greatly appreciate for those who are just coming in at the same time. But while we're still on a commercial break, so we kind of get. But yeah, it's been very interesting to say the least between these two teams prior to the injury timeout. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. So, all right. So the Phillies still holding. So other score updates in the Major League Baseball. Then you had the Baltimore Orioles down 2 to the Blue Jays, 5-3. My Phillies still beating Miami 4-1. I get the Mets up 6-2, but obviously the Reds have with 2 runners on with 2 outs. How do I say caramel? I say caramel. Yeah, caramel. That's how I would say it. I say caramel or caramel. No, I don't think. So because I've been hearing a lot of other things like how do you like how caramel's pronounced. For me, I just say caramel because I'm going by the way how it's spelled. Connecticut and the Sparks. Let me give you a check on that. So Wheeler right now has 6 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. Ooh, damn. All right, looks like we got Caldwell locked on by Plum. Then we got Howard. She drives to the basket and gets there's a little bit of contact, but it looks like she gets blocked on the way up. And rebound goes to Las Vegas. So right now it's 10-6 loss the Sparks. Oh shit, I forgot about the turn this off. So now we got Gray. What's that to Wilson for 2? That is too strong. But Keoso cannot come down with the offensive board. Rebound goes to Atlanta. That's like Caldwell for 2 or 3, and that's good for 2. Now it's down to a 2-point lead with about 3:18 to go. So now we got Gray. I gotta move my mic a little bit. Gray now kicks it to Young, to Wilson in the paint. Step away, fadeaway 2. Cannot get the friendly bounce. A rebound goes to Cheyenne Parker. Now hands up to McDonald. So we got McDonald through the open lane. Floater, good for 2, and game tied at 39. With under 3 minutes to go here in the second. So now we got Gray. That gets a screen set by Wilson. Gray drives to the basket. Good for 2, Chelsea Gray. I said, look, if I can't, decided to take it herself. Now it's back up to a 2-point lead. So now we got, Howard now kicks it to Caldwell. Now to looks like because that McDonald in the corner. Now here comes you got Parker to Caldwell with about 2:20 to go. Caldwell for 2 gets the friendly bounce. Now tied at 41. So now we got Gray. Gets a screen set, pulls up for 2. Down it goes for Chelsea Gray. Another 2-point bucket from her. About 2 minutes to go here in the second. Now we got Caldwell with the ball in her hands. Now they get switched on by Kelsey Plum. Now hands up to Howard. Howard goes around, pulls up for tough 2, and that's going to be off Atlanta, and that's going to go the other way, and that's going to be Las Vegas basketball. So now we got Wheeler now coming back onto the floor. So looks like she's doing all. She's fine. Now we got Gray. Oh, so that's Young. Back pass to Plum. Gets picked up by Gray. Gray now to Wilson. Wilson was locked on by Shane Parker. Kicks out to what's that? Place-ons for 2. Oh, so that was Kia Stokes. My apologies. Oh, Wilson with a nice offensive rebound and withdraws. So first free throw is good by Wilson. So apparently she got the call, but looked like it was a little bit too later than usual to her liking. And both free throws are good by Asia Wilson. So now we got Wheeler. Now hands it off to McDonald, and that's almost another turnover by the Atlanta. And that's still going to be sticking with Atlanta basketball. About 1:05 to go here in the second. In the second quarter, with the Aces now up 45-41. Now with Wheeler on the outside, it shoots for two. Completely like airballs it, but rebound goes to Plum. To Gray. Now gets it back to Plum. To Wilson, wide open three. That's too strong. And that's going to be Vegas. So that's going to be Atlanta basketball. So now we got Wheeler to hands off to McDonald. Now kicks it to Howard. Howard on the outside. Now gets the screen set to Parker. Parker drives with tough defense on her by Stokes. And we get a two. Now we got a 3-point play coming for the Atlanta Dream. So we got 29.5 to go here in the third or the second quarter. So I'll try to trim to a 1-point lead. The 3-point play is good. Now it's down to a 45-44 lead for the Aces. So we got Gray. Now I'll take it up for the Aces here. We got 20 seconds to go here in the second. With Erica Will on top of her. Now get some help by Wilson. Kicks out to Jackie Young. Oh, and it looks like Wilson's going to line it for the complete 2 free throws. So we got 5.6 seconds to go here. So 16.6 rebounds for A'ja Wilson tonight. And that is 17 points with that free throw. And the second free throw, and that is good. Now that's 18 points for A'ja Wilson. We got McDonald drives, cannot get that to fall, and that's going to do it. We are going into halftime with the Aces now up 47-44. But other than that, let me kind of mute my phone a little bit. So I'll kind of give a few things. Overall, it was getting a little bit towards the sloppy, not say towards the end, but it's kind of like almost like halfway through the second quarter. It's just some just got to make their shots and just got to play smart basketball. That's really all there is to it. But other than that, like I normally do for those who are kind of new, I'm going to take my usual halftime break, but I'll be back after the halftime show. But with that being said, I'll be right back. You guys can stick around or just do whatever. Do whatever you please. Go. What am I doing?
She's back on, and she gets the start.
All right. We're back from halftime. Howard cannot get the fall, but rebound goes to Stokes. Let me take this halftime banner off. All right. So you audio going in and out. Now we got Young on the outside to the Wilson to Gray. Gray. And that's going to be a turnover by the Aces. Willie Hillman kind of puts the brakes on to Parker to what's that? McDonald Nuggets to Wheeler. And that's good for two by Erica Wheeler. Shout out to everybody. So stick it with me, though. So now we've got Gray on the outside. Now to Plum. Plum to Wilson. Wilson locked up by Parker. And Parker blocks Wilson. And that's going to be out of bounds. And Wilson for two. That is too strong. But rebound goes to Nas Hillman. Now hands up to Ryan Howard. Now taking it up for the Dream. And to Wheeler for two. Down it goes. The Dream retake the lead. So we got Plum. Now she pulls up for three. Down it goes. Kelsey Plum for three. Answers right back. Now back to a 2-point lead for the Aces here. Shout out to the 11. Now we got, looks like Hillman to Parker. And Parker will draw the contact. And going to the free throw line is Cheyenne Parker. There we go.
How do you stop that? You got what we call top block. You got to jump up defensively, make the curl go back to the basket instead of in the middle of the floor.
And first free throw is good. So 50-49 still lead the Aces. And free throw attempt number 2 for Parker. And that falls. So game tied at 50 between the Aces and the Dream. So now we got Gray locked on by, looks like Caldwell to Wilson. Wilson stepped back two. Can get the friendly bounce. Good for two. Down goes Asia Wilson. Under 8 minutes to go here in the third. So now we got Caldwell. Now hands up to Wheeler. To Parker. Parker, tough defense. Kicks out to Caldwell. Now to Hillman. That's going to be a turnover by the Dream. And Plum starts to roll 1-1 fast break. And go to the line to complete the 3-point play. All right, Kelsey Plum will beat you. And that is good. So now Aces back up by 5 over the Dream. And Plum tried to pick the pocket of Wheeler, but that's no good, no avail there. And nice block by Kia Stokes to Cheyenne Parker. Now Young kind of leading the offense here. She thought about 3. Now he kicks it to Wilson. Wilson now kicks it to Young. Young with her ball handling skill set. Spins, gets to try to get the shot up, but that can't fall. But rebound goes to Wheeler. Now Wheeler leading the offense here. Wheeler drives. And good for 2. Down. And that fall is going to fall down for Erica Wheeler. And we got under 7 minutes to go here. Plum locked on by Howard. Plum to Wilson for 2. That cannot fall. And Howard comes up with the rebound, and we got Wheeler drives to the basket. Never mind. We had it in I think Plum right in her way. And Gray did pick the pocket, but that goes out of bounds still. Atlanta basketball.
Right there, Mark Davis sitting next to the governor of fans, Steve Sisolak. Diehard fans, I love it. They are into it. And normally they're sitting next to us.
So now we got Wheeler. Locked on by Gray. Now hands it to Howard for three. Or so that's a long two. But rebound pulled down by Wilson. Now we got Gray now leading the charge. And back behind the pass. Kicks it to Wilson. No, actually, he kicks it to, let's say, Stokes cannot come up with the shot, but rebound goes to Gray. Top two. Yeah, it looked like the Dream kind of trying to find a push off on Chelsea Gray, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. And so now we got McDonald. And we got a foul on Asia Wilson. So if the playoffs start today, you had the Sky and the Mercury going at it. Then you had the Mystics. So the winner plays the against. Let's see, winner play against well the winners of the other games as well. And that's going to be still Atlanta basketball game, just 1 second off the clock. Shout out to the 12 though, greatly appreciate for those who are still sticking with me. So now we got Wheeler. Wheeler drives on the baseline. And that's going to be an offensive foul going against Atlanta. And that's going to be another turnover by the Dream. So now we got Chelsea Gray. Ooh, nice spin by Plum. Kicks up to, and that's going to be a turnover by Kelsey Plum. Shout out to the 11 though. So now we got McDonald. Not taking it off the Dream. Now hands up to Wheeler. Wheeler locked on by Plum. To Hillman. Now hands up to Howard. Howard drives to the basket. And that's going to be no good, but there's going to be a foul on the play. And that's going to be, I think, 2 free throws coming for Ryan Howard. So Asia Wilson gets called for the foul. So the first free throw is good. And Asia Wilson says, yeah, she does. I think she might have an argument, but apparently they called the foul nonetheless. So 8 points and 2 rebounds for Ryan Howard. And both free throws are good. And here we go. So now we got Gray to Wilson. Ooh, Wilson to Jack Young on the baseline, but has to kick it out. So Wilson to Gray. Gray drives to the paint. Stops, pop, shoots, and that's too strong. But offensive rebound goes to Wilson. To Plum for 3. That is no good. And we have a foul on the floor, and that's going to be a loose ball foul against Las Vegas. All right. And we got a timeout on the floor with 4:47 to go, but it's now a 3-point lead. All right. Shout out to everybody though that's coming in though. Really do. Really do appreciate for some late night WNBA action between my Las Vegas Aces and the Atlanta Dream, who, let's be real, I mean, so far to start this third quarter, a little bit sloppy, but some of the shots have been falling, and whatnot, but just really has not done much to remount the fact that, I don't know, like it's just I don't know, but yeah. Let's unmute. All right, so looks like we're back from the timeout break. So let me just take off this timeout banner here. Shout out to everybody though that's coming in though. So now we got Wheeler to McDonald. Gets it back to Wheeler. Now back to McDonald. McDonald locked on by Wilson. Now hands it off to Hillman. It's a Caldwell, the outside. Caldwell tries to find an open teammate. Caldwell locked on by Plum for two. Down it goes from Maya Caldwell. So now we got Plum. Now gets it to, looks like to Repair. Now to Wilson. Now back to Plum for three. In and out. And it looks like that's going to go against Atlanta. Yeah, 4:04 to go here in the third. Shout out to everybody, though. Now inbound to the Plum. Plum to Wilson and wide open three of her own. Completely misses. And McDonald comes out with the rebound. McDonald hands up to Caldwell for three. That's no good. But Asia Wilson comes up with the rebound. Now hands off to Plum, now leading the charge for the offense. And hands off to Raquana Williams. Now to Young. To Wilson. Wilson now hands it off to Plum. Plum through the paint. And cannot get that shot, tough shot to fall. And that's going to be another rebound for Atlanta. So now we got Wheeler now kind of trying to directing the offense on the floor. With about 3:17 to go here in the third. Wheeler to Hillman. Back to Wheeler. Wheeler through the paint. Up it goes. That cannot fall, but offense rebound goes to Wilson. And Kelsey Plum starts the fast break for the Aces. Kicks it out to Young. To Wilson. Now to Repair for three. Ilyana Repair for three. Puts the Now increases the lead to 4 with under 3 minutes to go here in the third. And we got a foul on Las Vegas, and that's going to go against. So it looks like McDonald going to the line for 2 free throws. All right, now it's all right. So both free throws are good, and here we go. So we got Gray now taking it up for the Aces here. And Wilson with the screen. Gray for 2. Chelsea Gray with a nice 2-point shot to increase the lead back to 4 with under 2.5 to go here in the third. So now we got Wheeler. Now hands it up to Parker. Now draws a double team. And we got a jump. We got a jump ball. What the hell? So apparently a lane violation. All right, that's going to go against Atlanta, but nonetheless, so the jump ball is won by Las Vegas despite via the lane violation. And Gray and turns it over to and Hillman now starting up the fast break. Locked on by Jackie Young. Really all up in her face. And Tanisha Wright will take a timeout. So, yeah, we got a timeout here. About a minute and 1:49 to go here. Shout out to the 11, though. Really appreciate it for those who are just coming in. Like I said, popping in and out. For some late night WNBA action. We still got like another quarter to play. And this pretty much is a close ball game between the Dream and the Aces. So we got 2 more games against for the Aces. Then you have the 14th against the Seattle Storm on ABC. Then Thursday, 10 o'clock Eastern time, you have it on the against the Chicago Sky on NBA TV. And McDonald to inbound it. Now inbounds it to Hillman. Hillman to the basket. And good for 2. And just let the wide open lane for Hillman. Good to get that 2-point shot off. So now we got Young on the outside. Now gets the screen set by Stokes, and that's going to be an illegal screen against Kia Stokes.
Ball goes to Hillman. Hillman fakes the handoff. The ace is concerned about the switch in the drive. Hillman keeps it. Takes it to the basket herself.
So now we got Wheeler. Now hands off to McDonald. McDonald to Howard. Howard on the baseline. And saved by McDonald. Kicks up to Wheeler for three. Down it goes. And the Dream retake the lead of a three-point shot by Erica Wheeler. So then we got Young on the outside. Outside, that's Chelsea Gray. We got 56 seconds to go here. Gray to apparently, what's that? Stokes. Did not get that to fall, but however, and Howard drawing the double team to McDonald. To Wheeler, pump fakes back to McDonald, open three. That's no good. So Aces catches a break on the missed three by Atlanta. Now we got Young. Now to Gray. Back to Young. Young spins, now kicks it out and turns it over. And Howard comes up with the steal. And we got 14. So Charlie's play keep waiting to end this quarter here with a 7. We got 7 seconds. 6, 5. That shot's going to fall, and that's good for 2. And that's going to do it. End of the third quarter. So the Aces somehow completely collapsed in that third quarter. Yeah. All right. Give me 1 second here. Shout out to the 14 though. Greatly appreciate for those who are just coming in, kind of hanging out. Greatly appreciate it. Right now, it's a 3-point lead for the Dream. Like I said, the Aces just, for some reason, just collapsed towards the end. And that's one reason why. Number one, not being. Well, technically, it was more up 4. Like I said, the Dream is another team you don't want to take lightly, despite the fact that they're a below 500 team. But they got some good players on that team. Maybe Erica Wheeler, McDonald, Ryan Howard can also kill you as well. Like, yes, I mean, they're pretty much there. And plus, too, not just that. I mean, number 2 is just like that, you know, and at times, like, when they leave, like lanes open in the paint wide open for open shots. And that's always been coming in to bite them in the ass in terms of really just cannot put this. Not only put the foot on the gas, put their foot on the throat on the Dream. So yeah. Jeez. Now, when it comes to the standings updates, we still have Chicago leading the Eastern Conference at 25-9. Then you have Connecticut who's 2.5 out behind the Sky at 22-11. Then you got Washington at 20-14. Atlanta at 14-19. You have the New York Liberty at 13-20. And then, unfortunately, the measly Indiana Fever, who has lost 16 straight. Pretty much. But, yeah. When it comes to the Western Conference, you still have Las Vegas at 23-10. They're 2.5 up over the Seattle Storm. And then you have who are Seattle at 21-13. Then you have Dallas at 17-16. Phoenix at 14-19. Minnesota and the Sparks at 13-20, respectively. I heard. I mean, as crazy as it sounds, I mean, as much as I completely shit on the Red Sox because they stink. But yeah. All right. And here we go. So now we got Wilson. Hands up to Young, to Gray. And we get a foul underneath the basket. And that's going to go on Cheyenne Parker. So wow, that's crazy here. Natty Plum thought about a three to Gray. Gray step back two. Hey, going to line to complete the 3-point play. And looks like Chelsea Gray might be hurt.
Chelsea Gray gets the 17 points.
Oh, yeah, looks like she kind of rolled over on her ankle. That's not a good feeling either.
She's still standing, and she's over in the huddle. Shady crew, Kirk Walker, onto Sissoko Stevens, and Ryan Sassano. Yeah, the Aces have been pretty fortunate when it comes to injuries this season. Played without Williams the first 15 games, but for the most part, everyone has been available.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good crowd in Las Vegas, absolutely.
Goes down with a knee injury, so she will not return today. But it is a good sign that Chelsea Gray, she's going to go to the bench to sit down.
So yeah, so it looks like De'Erica Hammy's going to be done for the game. So yeah, so with an apparent knee injury, which is.
There's De'Erica sitting sideline, and just hate to see that. It's so unfortunate. Yeah, she brings a lot of. She's that energy.
Shout out to 15 though. I really appreciate that.
So they didn't elevate the call. As Chelsea's on the line all by herself.
What the hell? And the free throw is good. So game tied at 65.
18 points. 6 assists.
Are you going for the Aces or the Dream? So Williams tries to get an inbound and gets an inbound to Wilson, and that's going to be knocked away. But that's still going to be Las Vegas basketball.
They're getting some extended minutes now too.
And then we got Gray. Okay, Dream. Okay. And Gray to Wilson. Let's take the Plum to the baseline. Good for two. Goes Kelsey Plum. To at least try to put something behind it. And McDonald to Wheeler. And to Hillman in the corner. Hillman Now gets it to McDonald. 5 seconds on the shot clock. McDonald to the basket. Cannot fall. And Parker, she drives, and she's going to go to the line for two.
Talks her team about being prepared for what's next. So when Chelsea Gray attacks, Mayor already knew she was going to make that extra pass. So that allows Chelsea to know when she gets it what her options are.
And the first free throw is good. Now I got Jackie Young now coming on for the floor onto the floor for the Aces. And both free throws are good. Tied at 67. Now we got Young. Now hands off to Wilson. Now to hands off to Plum. Plum. Step back three. Down it goes. Kelsey Plum for three. So now we got McDonald. Locked on by Plum. Hands it off to Howard for three. That's no good. The rebound comes up to Jackie Young. Now starting the sprint of the court, kind of puts the brakes on to Williams. Williams around the screen. She pulls up for two. That's short, but rebound goes to Jackie Young. And Young's going to the line for two free throws.
Stays with the play, creates a second possession for her own team as well.
And first free throw is good. So now it's back to a 4-point lead for the Aces. So 15 points, 2 rebounds for Jackie Young tonight. And that is 16 points. So now it's back to a 5-point lead. There we go. So now we got Howard now kind of taking it up. Now gets a screen set by Parker. Howard to Parker. Parker spins. And that's good for two. Now it's trimmed down to a 3-point lead. And that's going to be off the leg of McDonald. And obviously the Aces catch a break there. With 7:45 to go here in the fourth. So we got a timeout by the Aces. So Beckingham wants to kind of talk things over. We'll talk things over with her team up 3. Boy. Shout out to the 12, though. I really appreciate it for those who are just coming in. And also for those who are just coming in right now at the fourth quarter with 7:45 to go with the Aces up to a 3-point lead. At the same time, but appreciate everybody coming in as well. All right.
Shout out to the 19. I greatly appreciate for those who are just coming in. 12 from the Philly Sports Talk Podcast YouTube page. Greatly appreciate that. 2 from the Spotlight Sports streams as well. We're also coming to you live over there as well from the Spotlight Sports streams, where we'll all have our live play-by-play content as well. And you guys different podcast shows and stuff like that, come check out the Spotlight Sports Network as well. Link is down below in the description, so come check us out and go check out some of my fellow colleagues here on the network as well. Shout out to the 6 that's in the stream for staying with me, or for those who are just new coming in. Yeah, all right. So let's see if we're getting ready to come back from. All right. So for the top 6 teams that made clinch playoff spots, that's the Chicago Sky, the Aces, the Connecticut Sun, the Seattle Storm, the Washington Mystics, and the Dallas Wings. So it looks like anything could be possible. And Plum looks like Raquana Williams for 3, and that's gonna fall. Raquana Williams. Now it's to a 6-point lead for the Aces with under 7.5 to go here in the 4th. So now we got Caldwell. Ooh, nice quick shot release, but that's not going to fall. But Wilson comes up with the rebound. Plum now hands up to Young. Now to Wilson. Hand up to Plum. Thought about a 3. Kicks it out to Rupert for 3. Down it goes once again. Ileana Rupert. And it looks like the Acers keeps adding it on against the Dream. And so now we got Howard on the outside. And Howard to McDonald. A quick release for 3. Down it goes. About 6:40 to go here in the 4th. Still a 6-point lead. So Plum to Williams. Back to Wilson. To Repair. Wide open 3. That's too strong. And cannot get the wide. Oh, nice offensive rebound by Jackie Young. Just ripping it away. And Plum looks like she got fouled from behind her. There was no whistle. Caldwell for 3. That's good. That is good. Now it's trimmed down to a 3-point lead. Shout out to the 20 that is in the stream. About 6 minutes to go here in the 4th. So now Repair to hands off to Plum. Back to Repair. Now back to Young. Young, step up 3. That is too strong. A rebound goes to McDonald. Under 6 minutes to go here in the 4th. It's a 3-point game. As a Howard for 3, and the game's tied at 78. Jesus Christ. Yeah, poor closeout defense by them. That was one of my other nitpicks on this Aces team. They have a hard time closing out. And Wilson to the basket. Good for 2. Back to a 2-point lead goes to Aces with 5:10 to go here in the 4th. So McDonald. Yeah, showing the offensive rebound by Jackie Young, just ripping it away. Well, the Caldwell's going to inbound it. And that shot is good for 2. Tied at 80 once again. Poor closeout, no matter if it's from the perimeter or from the paint. And Plum, good for 2. Tough splitting the fenders for 2, but I mean we got under 4. And we still got some basketball left. Don't worry. We got the Dream. Or sorry, that's Howard to Caldwell. And that is an open the back foul on Asia Wilson.
just to cover her. Well, she switched on the guard and she's got a nice touch just outside the lane. Season for Cheyenne.
Now Wheeler for three. That's in and out. The Parker with the offensive rebound.
And that's today going to be a 3-point play for the Atlanta Dream by Naz Hillman. Shout out to the 19.
She's got to be inspired by the play that she's getting out of her rookies. Not just Ryan Howard, but Naz Hillman doing work inside.
And the free throw is good. So now Jackie Young now taking it up for the Aces. So the Dream on a 14-4 run. Good Lord. And Jackie Young to Wilson, Asia Wilson, good for two. Aces retake the lead by 1 with 4 minutes to go here in the fourth. And we got Parker throwing the double team. And the Howard. Tough shot. Can't fall. Rebound goes to Kelsey Plum. So we got Plum. She steps up for a three. Off the glass for three. The bank, as I said, the bank is open.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we're going to a timeout break here. No, I mean, after the Dream on a 14-4 run, I mean, and, a couple of, shots here and there. I think no bigger shot was that one, especially for those who are huge fans of the Las Vegas Aces like myself, especially with Kelsey Plum stepping it up with off the glass for three. All right. Appreciate everybody's been tuning in, though. Greatly appreciate everybody. All right. All right. All right, so we're back from the timeout. So this season for Ryan Howard, 77 made threes, and that is a WNBA rookie record. That is crazy. And it's going to inbound it. Now to Wheeler with 3:25 to go here. Wheeler on the baseline. And that And apparently that's going to be a shooting foul on Las Vegas on Jackie. Looks like a Jackie Young. Mm. That'd be 3 free throws in the first is good. And both free throws are good. And so we got one more coming for Ryan Howard. And 2 of 3 goes Howard. So now it's now back to a 2-point game. So now we got Young. Now coming. Now gets the screen set by Wilson. Now hands off to Plum. Plum drives, stops, scoops and scores. Good for 2 by Kelsey Plum. Under 3 minutes to go here. With now the Ace now up 4. And Wheeler. Let's say now. Hands it all to, looks like to Howard. Kind of trapped in the court, gets it back to Wheeler. Wheeler locked up by Gray. Wheeler drives, scoops, and scores, and that's good for 2 by Erica Wheeler. So Jackie Young, ball in her hands, gets the screen, pulls up for 2. And there's going to be 2 free throws coming for Jackie Young and the Las Vegas Aces. The first free throw is good. So 90 to 87. Still lead the Aces. And both free throws are good. So Jackie Young good for 2 free throws. Wheeler on the baseline pulls up for 2. That's can't fall. Rebound goes to Chelsea Gray. And that's taken away by Cheyenne Parker. Parker to McDonald for 3. Down it goes. We got 2 minutes to go here in the fourth. Now it's a 1-point game. So Young gets a screen by Wilson, drives to the basket, and draws the contact on the way up. 2 free throws coming. That's going to the first free throw is good. And both free throws are good. And here we go. Got 1:50 to go here in the fourth. So McDonald. Wait, so who the hell is that? To Wheeler. Nice defense by the Aces. Looks like someone got a hand on it. So now we got Jackie Young now taking up for Las Vegas. Now hands off to Plum. Now hands off to Young to Gray. Chelsea Gray on the outside. Kicks it to Young. Thought about a 3. Steps inside. Off the glass. Cannot fall. And then we got another jump ball. And jump ball won by the Aces. So now we got Jackie Young trying to get some help on the outside. Young pulls up for two. That's no good. And we get another jump ball. Damn. Shout out to 13. We got 51.3 to go here in the fourth with a 3-point lead for the Aces over the Atlanta Dream. So it's going to be Howard and Jackie Young going to jump it off at the free throw line. And that's going to be won by the Dream. And McDonald hands off to Wheeler. Wheeler on the outside, guarded by Gray. Now hands it off to McDonald, to Howard. Howard on the outside. Now gets it to McDonald. She pulls up for three. That's short. Rebound goes to Asia Wilson. And Erin McDonald looks like she's going to commit the foul against Chelsea Gray. So we got 21.5 seconds to go here in the fourth. So 18 points, 3 rebounds for Chelsea Gray tonight. And the first free throw is good. So now it extends it to 4. And both are good. And we get a timeout on the floor. Boom. There we go. Bring up the timeout banner. I mean, so far, yeah. I mean, what else to say? All right. All right. Let's just take this off. There we go. Shout out to the 11 for 21.5 seconds to go here. And we're inbounds it to McDonald, and here we go. 20 seconds to go here in the fourth. Yeah, it looks like Parker drives to the basket, gets blocked up. Let's see. I don't know, man. That looked like all ball to me. So apparently we got free throws coming. And both free throws are good. Now so a 7-point lead. And looks like Atlanta will be taking a timeout here. Yeah, Janine.
Timeout with 8.7 left, and it's a three-possession game at this point. It feels as though the Aces are taking care of business here, and they will get ready for a Chicago team that had a tough loss on their home game, and a team that came in here and was down big last time they were here and came back and won. The Aces aren't going to forget that, I'm sure. Absolutely not, but still with this game here, the visiting team gets to.
All right, so we're so obviously timeout over with. And Wheeler with the ball in her hands, 6 seconds on the clock. And that's going to do it. So the Aces pull out a comfort behind victory over the Atlanta Dream by the final score of 90-97. Yeah, let's kind of talk about a few things before we, like I said, what normally we'll do is just wrap it up here. And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. So a hard-fought win for the Aces, but unfortunately it was a hard-fought loss for the Dream. For those who kind of bet on the Dream, unfortunately. But yeah, overall, like I said, I mean, the Dream really made the Aces pay for some of their mistakes. Number one, not shooting the basketball well in certain situations. Number two, pretty much out-rebounding them, which the Dream has been known to out-rebound their opponents in some of the games that I've seen. As it stands, obviously the Mercury now stand close to being, could be that next playoff, being the next team to clinch for the playoffs in terms of, where they are record wise. But other than that, like I said, I mean, it's just, the Aces, decided to really, number one, like I said, not take care of the basketball. Some fouls, that should have been called on both sides, I would say, to say the least. But that's here nor there. Like I said, the Aces come out with a win over the Dream by the final score 97-90. Like I said, it was a good game on both sides. I mean, unfortunately, it was just the Aces came out as the better team in terms of, fighting back. That's basically what it comes down to, a nutshell. But other than that, yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you guys are new, definitely smash the like button. Also, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next stream.